10 nights from Royal Rumble. Welcome to NSW Smackdown. My name is Dave Easton alongside Mazz, Freeway and Joe Disney. Guys, we're going to kick off straight away with our NSW champion, MVP. Mazz, good evening.
Good evening, Dave. I wonder what MVP has in store for tonight.
Well, he will find out tonight who will be the new #1 contender. It's an elimination four-way. Brock Lesnar, Goldberg, Bray Wyatt and Kurt Angle. And good evening, Joe Disney.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, there you go. We thought we'd lost you for a minute there. As MVP going on that he will indeed find out who he will face at the Royal Rumble, and saying, Mazz, that they should feel blessed that they'll get in the ring with him.
I think he's going to be thinking a little bit differently when he finds out who's going to be the #1 contender. I mean, there's a lot of big players in that matchup.
Well, we will find out, of course, later on tonight. That is your main event for tonight. We will find out who will be facing MVP in 10 nights at the Royal Rumble. And of course, guys, as well as all this, more to come, of course, we'll go through as the night continues what we mean by that. But of course, Disney here, MVP has got to be a bit worried about who he is for going to face at the Rumble.
Yeah, it's going to be quite a surprise for him because he doesn't know who to prepare for.
Well, he will after tonight. He'll have 10 nights to do so. And we are ready, ladies and gentlemen, to kick things off on SmackDown. Thanks, Renee. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to start with the tag team tournament. Daniel Bryan and Sami Zayn are going to take on the team of Daniel Cage and Trey Donovan. Later on tonight, it'll be Bad News Morgan and DM West taking on the team of Fandango and Hunter. Guys, the first match is coming up next. It should be a great way to start SmackDown. Mazz.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the next matchup here. These teams have really been impressive getting this far, and we'll have to see if they can get to the final round to take on the tag team champs.
Yep, because here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Your first match of SmackDown this evening is the tag team turmoil match. It is Sami Zayn and Daniel Bryan taking on the team of Trey Donovan and Daniel Cage. And making his way to the ring from Aberdeen, Washington, it is Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan had a big match last night on main event. It was able to knock off Giovanni in the last match on main event to give SmackDown another win.
That's true. And Joe, you've got to think this guy has got to be on some kind of roll at the minute.
Yeah, he's on fire right now. He's like the superstar to beat.
Well, we will see if he can team up with Sami Zayn. Good win in their first opening match. Can they continue on and make it to the finals, which of course will be next week? And the winners, of course, facing Chaz and Bruce a little bit at the Royal Rumble. And making his way to the ring, his tag team partner, Sami Zayn.
Yeah, Sami Zayn looked very impressive last week, and we'll have to see how him and Daniel Bryan can do here in this matchup, see if they can get back on the winning track and move on in the tournament.
And Joe, I know you're one of these guys that have said Sami Zayn should try his hand in tag team wrestling because that's where he's suited.
Yeah, he's suited for tag team wrestling. Every time he tries single wrestling, it doesn't go that well. And most times when he does tag team, he usually wins with different partners.
Well, can he make it to the finals of this tournament? We will find out. It's going to be a very interesting match to say the least, especially with the 4 men involved. And their opponents, introducing first, Daniel Cage.
Daniel Cage is no stranger to tag team action. He was a former tag team champ over on Raw with Tim Reach, so it'll be very interesting to see if he can help his teammate here in Trey Donovan and possibly get a win here.
Yeah, this team, another one that a lot of fans are thinking could go all the way. It's going to be the end of the road for one of these two teams tonight, and you've got to say it's going to be the team that wants it more.
Yep, the one team that goes out there and gives it its all and puts together a great match and can find that victory.
And his tag team partner, ladies and gentlemen, here is Trey Donovan.
Let's see what Y2 Trey has to bring to this matchup. Hopefully him and Daniel Cage can get on the same page and get a victory, it'd be a really good win for them.
Yeah, and Disney, you're one of these guys that really aren't in a Trey Donovan fan club.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of how he went about things, and I think it's good that he's going for a tag team belt instead of the main belt.
Really? You've got to say that's a bit rich coming from you, Disney.
Well, you know,
By the way, where were you Monday night?
private business.
Fair enough.
Only people of importance need to know.
Ah, so that's why no one knew then.
Exactly.
Fair enough. Well, Trey Donovan, the last man in this one, as we are ready to kickstart SmackDown with a tag team turmoil tournament. And really, 4 men, I cannot wait to get into this match. Ready to go. And Trey just taunts a little bit more before we get on with it. Okay, here we go. We'll start with Disney. Disney, who are you going for in this one?
I'll go with Daniel Bryan and Sami Zayn.
Well, Mazz, who are you going for in this one?
I'm going to go with Daniel Cage and Trey Donovan.
Okay, let's find out. Guys, if you're already voting in the app, of course, welcome. If you're in the NSW app tonight, welcome to SmackDown. Of course, if you're joining us for the first time tonight, remember to hit that follow button. If you're watching us on YouTube, good evening to you guys. Of course, we'll not forget about you, but do try and catch us live the next time we are streaming. That will be on Saturday for NXT. As Sami Zayn now into the ring against Daniel Cage. Nice drop kick from Cage. And you're going to say this has been really, Mazz, these two teams must be equal. If you look at the balance of the teams, you've got Donovan and Cage who can do both really, the high flying, as we're seeing here, and the power gate stuff, and we've seen Sami Zayn do exactly the same.
Yeah, pound for pound, these two teams really match up great on paper, but we'll have to see how they can do in the ring. I mean, there's a lot of variables that can come into the ring depending on how you gel with your tag team partners. Definitely big quality in the matchup.
And look at this nice block by Trey Donovan, because Trey Donovan, former NSW champion, as anyone, even Trey Donovan, can do a Russian leg sweep. And of course, Sami Zayn needs to be trying to keep Trey in that corner, which he's doing well. Disney, you know a lot about tag team wrestling. What would you say is the key to success here?
The key to success is quick tagging and keeping the opponent secluded.
Good thing there. Mazz, what do you think about this? What do you think the key to victory is in this one?
Well, I think they're going to have to wear at least one of the opponents down and then try and look for that quick victory somewhere. Yeah,
well, look at this. He went for that. Cage misses Daniel Bryan. Maybe this is just give them the advantage they needed. Yep, there's a 2. So close to the victory now. Referee sort of losing control of it here. Donovan went for a shot. Daniel Cage takes Sami Zayn off the ring apron. Now all 4 men involved. Referee's got a 10 count to have here. Remember, Trey Donovan and Sami Zayn are the legal men in the ring. Off the ropes here. Nice tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. And now this is a chance for Sami Zayn to tag out here. Fresh man. Disney was saying it, man. Quick tags. Exactly what the team of Daniel Bryan and Sami Zayn are doing.
Yeah, it seems Daniel Bryan and Sami Zayn are definitely on the same page. I don't know if Trey Donovan and Daniel Cage have yet to figure out what to do in this tag match.
And now, can they get something going here? Bryan into the ropes. And hanging on though, give him credit for that, but brought in the hard way with a nice hip toss. And Daniel Bryan in a lot of trouble here all of a sudden. And Cage looking for the pile driver, hits it perfectly. And could this be the win here? Could this be them advancing to the next round? Well, I don't know what Cage is doing and completely misses on Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, it looked like he took a little too much time there on the apron.
Oh, we've seen this before. Over the top. When Daniel Bryan gets in this mood, you're in a lot of trouble. Forearm right between the eyes. Bryan, now where's he going? Come on, Daniel, you don't need to do this. Thanks, Trey. You needed what table intact. And it goes. Bryan now going after. Oh, Trey Donovan caught here. And Bryan just slumps to his knee. Disney, what do you think of this match so far?
I think Trey Donovan and Daniel Cage are handling things very well right now.
Right, you see that? Look, he just misses with the shot off the top. Bryan looking to take advantage. 2. No, just a 2 count. Thought he was going to get it. Couldn't hook the leg enough for the 3. And now thrown to the outside. Really, Daniel Bryan in the wrong part of town here, Mazz.
Yeah, this is what Daniel Bryan's been trying to do, though. He's wanted to try and come out here and use our table to his advantage, but every time he comes out here, Donovan's been able to stop him.
Yeah, and look at that. Trey Donovan hit off onto our ring table right in front of us. Bryan is doing this all by himself here. Should really try and get a tag. Donovan distracting the referee. And really, that might not help his tag team partner on the outside. Yes, look, applied. And we've seen this last night. Bryan did this to Giovanni, but of course he can't win it on the outside.
Yeah, but Trey was able to be there to stop it. Whoa.
Wow, straight through the table. In front of us.
Sammy's helping a lot now.
Yeah, he's come across here. Bryan trying to take full advantage of it, dragging Daniel Cage inside the ring. Daniel Cage just took a lot of punishment. And now, no, went for a submission, was too close to the ropes. And now Trey Donovan in trying to help his partner do anything here. Oh, quick roll up out of nowhere. Referee slightly out of position. And he got him. Wow. Bryan wins, and the team of Daniel Bryan and Sami Zayn are going to the finals next week.
Yeah, big win for Bryan and Sami Zayn. They were able to get on the same page, get a victory here. Doesn't look good for the team of Cage and
Donovan.
So hopefully
Well,
we'll see something better.
Yeah, Disney, what do you think of that one?
I think it was a very good match. It was just that Daniel Cage went a little too extreme at times.
Yeah, well, there is your winners. Sami Zayn, Daniel Bryan, they're in the final next week. Who will they face? We'll find out a little bit later on tonight's show. Because, ladies and gentlemen, that is now the updated bracket. Daniel Bryan and Sami Zayn on their side of the draw will face the winners of either Bad News Morgan and DM West against Fandango and Hunter a little bit later on. Stay tuned on Smackdown for that match, which is coming right up. Of course, guys, Mazz, this tournament heating up, finals next week. Who will they face? What are your predictions early on here?
The next match is going to be a tough one. I mean, both teams are really look good lately.
And here is
what's going on back here.
Yeah, Edge and Christian backstage. Big news, guys, later on. A match has been signed for tonight. Edge is going to take on Ryback. The winner of the match is guaranteed a place in the SmackDown side of the Royal Rumble.
Well, it should be very interesting to see which one of them comes out the winner and gets into the Royal Rumble. Maybe they'll eventually go on to win that Rumble and go to WrestleMania to get a title shot.
Yeah, that is coming up later on tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, it is a 6-man over-the-top rope battle royal. The winner will take on Johnny Dreamer for the European title at the Royal Rumble.
We've got some very good competitors here tonight going up for that number 1 contender spot. A lot of good choices there in this Battle Royal.
Yeah, you have got Kofi Kingston, Maggle, Dolph Ziggler, Jack Swagger, Bo Dallas, and The Miz. Here we go. Mazz, who are you going for in this one?
I'm going to have to go with the larger man of Umagal. I mean, the size of him is going to be hard to get out.
What about you, Disney?
I'm going to go with The Miz, as usual.
True. I'm sure you don't want to see Maggle win this because Bisping will be rather happy.
I don't think there's a chance at all for Omega to win. I think he's going to be the second one or first one eliminated.
Well, we will find out. Of course, guys, if you're in the NSW app, get your votes in, of course. We do want you to vote all the way through the night. As Swagger taking a Maggle and not going after the larger man. As up, there we go. There's the first one gone. And Bo Dallas has been eliminated.
Well, it's not going to be Bo Dallas's night to go on to Royal Rumble.
Nope. And of course, Bo Dallas and Jack Swagger were tag team champions in NXT. I wonder if we'll ever see that tag team again up here. As
Look at the Miz just waiting to feed upon his prey.
yeah, he is just waiting on him. And Meggle, look at this, and Meggle having Jack Swagger up. Oh wow, slamming him down. That is not looking good for Jack Swagger, and Kofi Kingston on a lot of trouble on the outside.
No, looks like Ziggler's trying to get a Muggle out now.
Yeah. And there goes Kofi Kingston. He will not be challenging for the European title again. And we are down to 4 men in this one. Both Mazz and Joe's picks are still in this.
Yeah, Muggle was able to hold on to the ropes and get back onto the bottom rope there to stay in this matchup. And there goes Jack Swagger.
Yeah, Jack Swagger has gone. We are down to 3 men. And it is either the Miz, Dolph Ziggler, or Meggle going to the Royal Rumble.
The Miz eliminated 2 of the guys.
Yeah. And look at this, he's now going for the bigger man.
Yeah, it's come down to me and Joe's pick.
Well, not yet. Don't count Dolph Ziggler out of this at the moment. As Meggle trying to work over the Miz, but of course, surely these two would do something trying to get a Meggle out here. Just as we say that.
Smart moves.
Very smart move.
It's gonna take both of them, but they're not gonna be able to do it.
And look at that, Ziggler trying to take advantage of the Miz. Big back body drop. But then a Meggle taking advantage of Ziggler not paying attention.
An elephant does have good memory.
Oh well, that's a bit harsh, but look at this, Miz helping a Meggle. Maybe the Miz, well, I don't know what strategy this is going to be, but if you get rid of another man, make it down to 2. Ziggler in a lot of trouble here. And Ziggler's gone. We're down to 2 men. Miz and a Meggle.
Yeah, Muggle's going strong.
Miz in a lot of trouble. He needs to get off the ropes here. He needs to soon try and free himself. But Meggle almost got him over here. Has he got him?
He's trying.
Yes, he has! And a Meggle is going to the Royal Rumble.
I'm sure Bisping's really jumping for joy, sitting on the beach, or sipping back his Mai Tais.
Well, a Meggle is your winner. And that now means he will face Johnny Dreamer for the European title at the Royal Rumble.
I think Johnny Dreamer's going to have a lot of trouble having to deal with the Wild Simone and Muggle here.
Yeah, Bisping is definitely going to be happy with that one. And if he can get right back in the Rumble, he is going to be a big night for Oliver Bisping here tonight. His man is going to face Johnny Dreamer for the European title. Oh, hold on. Whoa, what's this? Wow.
Paige working with the Ascension?
Well, we haven't seen Paige much since she lost her title a few months ago. And now, well, it looks like the Ascension may have just got themselves a new member.
That might be a benefit to help out Paige and possibly getting her title back, and maybe the Ascension possibly capture tag team gold again.
Yeah, and look at this. Seeing that Summer Rae, she has her eyes on you. Well, this could be a very interesting partnership. Paige now a part of the Ascension. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready now for the women's tag team action. Making her way to the ring, she is Natalya.
Well, let's see how Natalya can do here, and hopefully she can get on track to possibly get back into the hunt for the Women's Championship.
Yeah, goes the Women's Championship, currently held by Summer Rae. We will find out next week who she will face at the Royal Rumble. That match is still to be determined. Watch out for NSW programming next week to find out which of our lovely women will be taking on Summer Rae at the Royal Rumble. So Natalya ready for action, and her tag team partner, Caitlyn.
Very interesting to see how Caitlyn and Natalya will get along in this tag team match here.
Well, Caitlyn, again, very person we've seen very rarely here in NSW in Season 2. Maybe trying to kickstart the career as it gets towards the end. Let's find out how these two will team as up tonight. But they're going to be up against, well, a very interesting tag team to say the least. But we'll just keep you on suspense of who that's going to be as Caitlyn enters the ring. And of course, Mazz, Natalya was the women's champion going into last year's WrestleMania. I'm sure she'll be hoping to try and get back to WrestleMania, of course, for a shot at the title again.
Yep, the knee injury cost her the title at the end of WrestleMania, and hopefully she's better prepared this time and get back on top and get a chance for that title again.
Yeah, and making her way to the ring, Oksana.
Another one of Bisping's favorites coming out to the ringside.
Well,
Oksana's
I'm not surprised she hasn't went with Bisping yet, but of course we know all about Emma and Bisping relationship, so how can you really count out Oksana?
Yeah, I heard him and Emma aren't doing so well, but we'll have to see, and maybe him and Oksana might get along.
Well, Oksana, of course, challenged for the women's title. Was it last week or a few weeks ago? Was it last week? She came up a little bit short, of course, against Summer Rae, but of course, I'm sure she will be indeed trying to get back in the title. But her tag team partner from parts unknown, it's Ariel.
Very interesting to see how Ariel and Oksana will get along. Ariel's rookie coming up from NXT. She was able to win her spot here on Smackdown and see if she can get into the hunt to possibly become a women's champion here in NSW.
Disney, what do you think of Ariel?
I think she's a very strange young woman. Good wrestler, just a little strange.
Very strange. And Ariel, whoa, look at this. Wow. Well, the ability of Ariel, all to be seen. We will find out now how she does in tag team action, because it's your next match up on Smackdown. Okay guys, who are we going for in this one, Mazz?
I think I'm going to go with Oksana and Ariel in this one. I think the new combination will do pretty good.
What about you, Disney?
I'll go with Caitlyn and Natalya.
Any reason why?
No, not at all.
Fair enough. I notice you're just staring an awful lot.
These are my favorite type of matches.
What,
So.
tag team matches?
Women matches.
Ah, right. Okay, fair enough. Mazz,
Yes, Dave.
who do you think out of these four women, if you had to pick one of these four women to go against Summer Rae, which one would you think would have the best chance?
I'd have to probably say Natalya, since she's been a former women's champion. She may have the moxie to get back into the title, to actually take the title from Summer Rae, but even someone like Oksana on a given day could come out there and surprise you.
Yeah, that is true. It can happen. And ladies and gentlemen, we have got a big announcement coming concerning the Royal Rumble. It will be announced on our Facebook page on Saturday. You have to stay tuned. You have to be following our Facebook page, NSW365. It is a huge announcement concerning the Royal Rumble. If you want to know what it is, you have to go to our Facebook page and find out on Saturday. As Natalya getting a 2 count on Ariel. You have to say, Mazz, you've got to be impressed with Ariel since she's came up from NXT. She has done very well for herself.
Yeah, she's definitely found her niche here in the women's division, and maybe get a couple of wins, and maybe she'll get that push that she wants.
Nice, snap me a takeover by Ariel. Now Ariel up in the court. I don't know if this is going to help because Natalya now getting back up. Nice shot right across the chest. That is, you could hear that echoing around the arena. As Natalia looking for that discus clothesline, and she hits it perfectly. Could that be enough to take Ariel out of the game? Into the cover, hook of the leg. No, just a 2, so close, but Ariel hanging in there. You thought, Mazz, that surely should have been the end of it.
Yeah, it could have been if she would have stayed on her.
Well, look at this nice shot to the back again. Now Ariel trying to get some momentum in this, but again, Natalia just a bit too quick into the abdominal stretch. Looking to end it here. Oksana realises it, needs to get it up, and she's too late. Oksana has tapped out, and we have winners, Natalia and Caitlin.
Yeah, Ariel wasn't able to hold on there, and Oksana got in there, wasn't able to make the save.
Disney, big win for these two?
Yeah, I think it was a very good effort by Caitlin holding back Oksana
Yeah.
and distracting her.
Yeah, big win indeed for these two. Will be very interesting to see how these get into the title picture coming up next week.
Yeah, who knows, we could possibly see Caitlin and Natalia fighting for that #1 spot.
Yeah, you never know how the GMs look at this, but if anything is to go by, these two girls definitely have a shot at the title. And ladies and gentlemen, remember, NSW comes your way 4 times a week. Raw on a Monday, main event on a Wednesday, Smackdown on a Thursday with us 3, and NXT on a Saturday night. You don't want to miss the rookies of NXT. Shows start 11 o'clock in the UK, 6 in the East and 3 in the West. Remember guys, Non-Stop Wrestling UK is our YouTube, along with NSW_360 the Twitter, and of course remember the Facebook, NSW365. You do not want to miss the exciting announcement about the Royal Rumble. Coming up next, it is for the second place in the final of the tag team tournament. DM West and Bad News Morgan going to take on the team of Fandango and Hunter.
It's going to be an interesting matchup. So he's going to go on to take on Daniel Bryan and Sami Zayn.
That's true. Making his way to the ring from Coventry, England, he is Bad News Morgan.
Looks like he's coming back out here to wrestle in his suit again like he did last week, and I guess that kind of helped bring him a little bit of luck to get a victory.
Disney, what do you think of this?
Of Bad News Morgan
Yeah,
and DM West?
in a suit.
Could be anyone in a suit.
Well, he did say that he was going to carry his tag team partner. We will find out if they can make it to the final. Daniel Bryan and Sami Zayn await. Morgan ready for action in this one. And his tag team partner from London, England, he is DM West.
Yep, DM West, the rookie coming up from NXT here in Season 2. Doing very well for himself here on SmackDown.
Well, we will find out if this team can continue the fairy tale and get into the final here tonight. But they're going to be up against a very odd tag team, Mazz, in the team of Fandango and Hunter.
Yeah, it's a very interesting tag team. You got the Dancer and the Brawler coming out together. It doesn't really seem to kind of match, but we'll have to see if they can find a way to put their two skills together.
Well, here he is, DM West, ready for action in this one. And of course we know the problems he's had with Bisping's crew over the last few weeks. Surely it might be good for him to take his mind off that for this match, Mazz.
Yeah, maybe getting into the tag team division will get him away from having to deal with Bisping for a while.
Joe, what do you think of DM West coming up? Of course you had your rivalry with him in NXT. What do you think of this guy?
I think he's a very good wrestler. It's good that he's independent now and doesn't have to rely on anyone, really.
Well,
besides now.
That's true. Making his way to the ring, he is Fandango. And we found out last week, guys, that people said this is Summer Rae. This is not Summer Rae. This is Winter Rae. Don't ask. Who is the dance partner of Fandango?
Very interesting to see some new talent here in NSW.
Does she wrestle?
No, apparently not. She's just a dancer.
Yeah.
I thought
So
You only like wrestlers, do you, Disney?
Huh?
You only like the wrestlers.
I don't know. Maybe for the right amount of money, she'll consider a new dance partner.
Oh my god, don't you start. Fandango making his way to the ring. Disney, what do you think of this tag team of Fandango and Hunter?
I liked it. I picked them last week to win. I'm gonna pick them this week too.
Oh. As the crowd continue to hum along Fandango, big fan favourite in NSW. And of course, this is probably everybody's favourite part. And
impressive.
From one extreme to another, making his way to the ring from Cleveland, Ohio, it is Hunter.
We'll have to see if the KD veteran here and Hunter, if he can get together with Fandango to find a way to get a win.
Yeah, and of course Hunter has been a part of Tag Team Champions before with Carlos. Will Hunter do it with Fandango and get the titles for a second time? Remember guys, if you're on the NSW app, keep your votes coming in for tonight's show. Smackdown continues on. Still some amazing matches, and of course we know that Pretty Boy Tom and Francis are going to team up. We don't know who they're going to face, but we know they're going to tag team here tonight, Mazz.
Yeah, it should be very interesting to see what happens in that matchup.
That is coming up a little bit later on, but for now, Hunter making his way to the ring.
Hunter looks ready to put up a fight here tonight. Hopefully, the other team's ready to go.
Yeah, we will find out which one of these teams will face Daniel Bryan and Sami Zayn, because that match is coming up next. Okay, guys, who are we going for in this one? Disney, we'll start with you.
I'm gonna go with Hunter and Fandango.
Okay, and Mazz, who are you going for in this one?
I'm going to go with the, I guess, underdogs in this situation. Bad News Morgan and DM West.
Okay, let's see what happens then as we go into the match. NSW app, get your votes in. And remember, we always want you to vote on all the matches. Nice spinebuster takeover by Morgan here. Working over Fandango early on. Likes to dish out the bad news, of course, saying he's going to win this all by himself and let really he's going to carry DM West to victory here. Look at this, looking big wow, big 450 splash early on in this match, and Fandango looks out of it. Cover, he got him.
Wow, Bad News Morgan's really looking impressive wearing that suit. It's got to be a parachute to help him out in this matchup.
He just... No way.
He carried the team.
Carried the team?
He was the team.
Honda is going to be peed.
Well, it looks like we got some bad news for you there, Fandango. You're going home.
Wow, big win. Yeah, tonight for Bad News Morgan and DM West. What a shock. That match, I would have to say, it was about a minute.
That match was shorter than Fandango's entrance.
And what are these two? Oh no. Well, this was always likely going to happen. This is not...
I don't think Hunter's not going to put up with Fandango's dancing around, so...
Well, he didn't get in the match, but he took his aggression out on Fandango in the end. And of course now, this is your tournament final next week. Daniel Bryan and Sami Zayn will take on Bad News Morgan and DM West. The winner of that match will take on the tag team champions of Chaz and Bruce at the Royal Rumble.
I'm sure Daniel Bryan and Sami Zayn are a little bit shocked in the way Bad News Morgan went out there and got that victory, but we're going to have to look forward to that match next week.
That's true. Coming up next, we have a Royal Rumble qualifying match. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Oliver Bisping It is Ryback.
Here comes Big Ryback coming down to the ringside and see if he can get this this victory here tonight to move on to be in the Royal Rumble.
Well, we will find out if Ryback indeed can get into the Royal. Ryback did very well in last year's Royal Rumble, if you remember. So he will be looking to try and get back into that situation. Trying to get back in to see if he can get a main event spot this year. And really, would you want to face Ryback when he's on top of his game, Disney?
No, I would not. He's sort of like unbeatable. Like, he'll take anything you give him and he'll just eat it.
Yeah, but coming to the ring, accompanied by Christian, he is Edge.
It's definitely going to be a match for Edge to pick up a good victory to get him back into the title hunt. If he can get into the Royal Rumble, he could definitely walk out and Royal Rumble winner.
Well, Edge making his way to the ring. And this should be a very, very interesting match. We know Edge and Christian have had their problems with the GM Paul Heyman this season. What it would be to stick it up Heyman if he could get a win here and get himself into the Royal Rumble.
Alright, we'll have to see. I think Edge will definitely be looking to take Ryback down pretty quick here to move on in this matchup.
Yep. Expect a brutal matchup in this one. Your next match, it's Edge versus Ryback. Okay, Disney, we'll start with you again. Who are you going for in this one?
I'm gonna go with Ryback.
Wow, you're going for a Bisping guy.
Well, Edge was gone for a while, and he was injured before that, so you don't know how good he really is.
What about you, Mazz?
I'm definitely going to go with Bisping's guy there, Ryback.
Wow, of course, Bisping, of course, bringing Ryback still together a couple of weeks ago to take out DM West. And well, can Ryback continue on? And of course, remember, they've said that they're going after the tag team champions, whoever that may be, after the Royal Rumble. But now, Mazz, after what you've seen tonight with the Ascension, this tag team division is hotting up.
Yeah, it's definitely picking up here on Smackdown too, and we'll have to see if who comes out the tournament champion to face Chaz and Bruce.
Yeah, we will be finding out. Let's see what's happening here. Nice back suplex and a beauty by Edge. Christian, you can see at ringside. Christian, of course, had his problems as well, Disney, with Paul Heyman.
Yeah, they've both been sort of suspended for a while.
Yeah, making their return to help Pretty Boy Tom Fell.
I'm surprised we haven't seen Pretty Boy out here yet.
Well, maybe he's getting ready for his match. Of course, remember, he's tagging with Francis. And I'm being told, ladies and gentlemen, that match is coming up next. Still don't know who he's going to face. I've got no, all I've got is question marks next to who they're facing. So, it could be anyone.
It should be interesting to see what team Paul Heyman puts him up against.
Look at this. Oh, nice slam down. Ryback looking to end this. Nope. Yeah, that is. Uh-oh.
Oh, look, he's coming to say hi.
Well, he did. I thought he was coming for the table. Mazz, I don't know what he said to you there. What was that?
He said he was getting ready to finish this matchup, but I think he maybe let Edge back into this match.
Yeah, maybe he's letting him his big mouth. Maybe Oliver taught him the wrong things. As Edge now throwing Ryback back inside. Nice shot, and of course Edge can get dirty with the best of them. As sort of taking the long route round though. And now, oh my God, come on, Ryback. We need that. Now, Edge.
He said he's looking to try to put Edge to this table here tonight.
Maybe it could backfire on him again though. Edge with Ryback on the outside. And the executioner on the outside. That can easily open you up. But Ryback, wow, Ryback coming straight back.
They're at a 5 count though.
Now, restart. No, but referee's still counting. I think he has to restart the count.
What's Ryback doing? Why isn't he going up there? He had Edge up on the table.
I think
Bisping.
Bisping, yeah. Disney got it right. Bisping stopped him.
Look, he's winding up his arms.
And you don't want that. Disney's been on the receiving end of them arms before.
No.
You have. Don't talk about Edge. No, rammed into the table and Bisping just directing traffic. Oh, come on, ref! You can't allow him to do that.
See, Bisping was just dancing a little bit.
Dancing? He kicked the man in the groin.
Looks like these two guys want to keep it on the outside and
not
Edge in the ring.
Look at this though. Edge fooling Ryback, taking full advantage here. Ryback into the ropes. And a big spear by Edge! Could that be enough to put away Ryback into the cover? Hook of the leg! He got him!
Bisping looked shocked standing up on the apron there.
And just like that, Edge has qualified for the Royal Rumble.
Wow.
Yeah, congratulations to Edge. He picks up the win in this one. And while Bisping, he may have one person going to the Rumble, he will not be having a Ryback. Big win for Edge here tonight. He is one member of the Smackdown crew to be in the Royal Rumble matchup. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, the Royal Rumble comes your way on August the 17th. We are 10 nights away from it now. Who will make it to the WrestleMania main event? Will Cesaro make it 2 in a row? We will find out on August 17th, live and exclusive on our Twitch TV channel. Make sure you catch us right here for the next pay-per-view from NSW. It is the Royal Rumble. Well, here we go, guys. Making his way to the ring. He is from Wales. Pretty boy Tom Fell.
Yeah, pretty boy Tom Feld's been doing pretty good for himself lately. He's able to get a win with Edge, and we'll have to see if he can get a win here tonight with Francis.
But who are they going to face? Mazz?
I have no idea. There's plenty of good tag teams here on SmackDown, so there could be possibly Chaz and Bruce, but I don't know if they'd want to face Francis, who was their manager.
Disney, any ideas who it could be?
I completely have no idea. Maybe someone that Tom doesn't get along with.
Trying to think who it could be. But we're going to see Francis for the first time as a wrestler here tonight. This is going to be a very interesting tag team to say the least.
He had a remarkable one last week.
Who? Tom?
Yes.
Did Tom play last week? Oh yeah, CJ Cutler. He won last week. But here is Francis. I don't know what to say, to be honest.
He's definitely a unique kind of character.
Of course, the San Francisco native. Francis, manager of Chaz and Bruce, struck up a partnership with Pretty Boy Tom. Of course, apparently his yoga teacher.
Some might call this a mixed tag team match.
Which one's the... Never mind. But Francis making... Well, we're going to say his way to the ring.
Yeah, you can say that, I guess.
I don't know if she likes that.
Oh, fireworks. Francis, ready for action in this one. Who are they going to face? We're going to find out. Francis and Pretty Boy Tom in action.
Maybe this team could go far. I mean, they do look like they could get along.
Whoa! That can only mean one thing. What the hell?
Oh. I was only kidding about having them taking on the tag team champs, but this could be a very interesting matchup to see how Francis gets in the ring with Chaz and Bruce.
Yeah, Chaz and Bruce are tag team champions, taking on their manager. And, well, you know what it is? Heyman, full of surprises here tonight. But can you see these two guys actually fighting their manager here, Disney?
I don't even know how this is gonna go right now.
Well, let's find out, because Chaz and Bruce are ready for action in this one. In a match I'm sure most people would think they would never see.
I don't know if this is going to be wise for Tom Fell, but we'll have to see how the teams get it on here in this match.
Who are we going for in this one then, Mazz?
I'm going to have to go with the tag team champs. I mean, there's just no counting how good they are, and Tom and Francis are just finally teaming up, so.
What about you, Disney?
I'm gonna go with Tom and Francis.
Wow, why are you going for them?
Tom has been on a sort of streak, and Francis is there.
Fair enough. As look at this. Oh, nice flip up by Tom here. Chaz, though, has been in complete dominate in this early contest. Nice knee. Chaz, don't get me wrong, guys. Chaz and Bruce, when it gets down to it, can be really brutal when it comes to in-ring. Look at this.
I think they like to call that the sandwich.
Oh, there's no mistaking, they are tag team champions.
Well, look at this. They're trying to put an end to it here. End of the cover. Hook of the leg. Francis trying to come in here and manages to save it. So, well, there you go. If you thought Francis wasn't going to get involved, there you go. But this could be over here. End of the cover. No hook of the leg this time. And there you go. And it's all over. The three, Chaz and Bruce, are your winners.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Chaz
the champions
and
showing their
Francis.
dominance.
Yeah. It looks like, well, Francis didn't get really that involved. But the tag team champions are your winners.
Maybe Tom will have to call out one night with Francis, and that'll be it.
Well, I'm sure the DVDs will not sell well on that one. Your winner in this one is Chaz and Bruce.
Good win for the tag champs, heading into the Royal Rumble.
Yep, definitely. Paul Heyman here. Hard luck, Tom. Wow. If Tom wins next week, he's going to be in the Royal Rumble.
I wonder who his opponent will be.
Do you want to even guess? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the main event. It is an elimination fatal four-way to determine who will face MVP at the Royal Rumble. It is Brock Lesnar, Bray Wyatt, Kurt Angle, and Goldberg.
A lot of heavy hitters in this matchup. A lot of.
We're here.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring, he is Bray Wyatt.
It should be interesting to see how Bray Wyatt will do, being his move over from Raw here to SmackDown. See if he can get into the championship title match.
Yeah, and remember what he did to Goldberg, the Wyatt family did to Goldberg last week, a 3-on-1 attack. And I'm sure Goldberg will desperately want to get his hands on this guy.
Yeah, but there's a lot of other variables in this matchup, especially having Brock Lesnar in there. I know him and Goldberg haven't gotten along either.
Yeah, this could be a very interesting matchup. Of course, you've got Kurt Angle, the Olympic gold medalist, in there as well. Many people say it's his time. Now, let's find out. But for now, Bray Wyatt is your first man in this one. And ladies and gentlemen, up next from Pittsburgh, he is the Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle.
It's been a tough season too for Kurt Angle here. He's been up and down trying to get into the title matches and not being able to successfully get a hold of that championship yet, but he's got a chance here to become #1 contender.
Yep, we will find out. Can Kurt Angle do the impossible? Really, can he take away with everyone's everyone's involvement with everyone else? Because this guy, really, Kurt Angle does not have any connections with anybody in this match, Mazz.
Yeah, it's very interesting to see how Kurt Angle's going to do, where he's going to fall into this matchup.
Kurt Angle in here now then. Well, Mazz, here comes the pin.
Yeah, could be painful for one of these competitors here tonight, especially when Brock gets in the ring.
That's true. From Minnesota, he is Brock Lesnar. Disney, what do you think of Brock Lesnar?
I think he's sort of, I was going to say sort of like I described Ryback earlier, but Ryback sort of got destroyed.
Well, Lesnar really the hand-picked guy from Paul Heyman. Can he get the job done here tonight and go on to the Royal Rumble? I'm sure MVP watching in the back as we have one man left to go.
Doesn't seem to be intimidated by Wyatt.
Here he comes from Atlanta, Georgia. He is the man, Goldberg.
Yep, here comes the nephew of Bruce, who we just saw in the tag team matchup earlier, get the win.
Here he is from the fireworks. Surely Goldberg will just cannot wait to get his hands on Bray Wyatt after what happened last week.
I don't think he's going to go for Bray Wyatt right away.
Well, we will find out. We have all four men in the ring. We are ready for the main event. Goldberg pacing backwards and forwards, ready for this one. Elimination 4-way. We are underway. Come on then, guys, let's have predictions. We'll start with Disney.
I think it's Kurt Angle's time to step up, so I'm going to pick him.
The outsider, wow. What about you, Mazz?
I've seen enough to know that I have to pick the Wyatt family member here and Bray Wyatt. I think from what he's done on Raw and coming over here to SmackDown, he's going to want to make a name for himself, and this will be the perfect match to do it.
Yeah, well, of course, we will find out if that is true. Keep your eye on, if you can, on both going on in the ring. As Wyatt just slams Brock Lesnar down. Very, very surprised that Wyatt is going after Brock Lesnar, but hey, elimination, so if you want to win, you've got to get through all three men. As Lesnar takes a trip over the ring steps. My God. That could easily...
Told you, you can't trust this Bray Wyatt. He's very vicious out there.
Yeah, that could easily take out a knee. Wyatt dominating over Lesnar early on.
We can see the same with Angle and Goldberg.
Yeah, Angle trying to really take advantage. Is Goldberg 100% after what happened last week? You just cannot say it. But Goldberg is in a lot of trouble along with Lesnar on the outside. Remember, guys, this is... you can be pinned anywhere. This is elimination match, false count anywhere. As Lesnar trying to get some revenge, trying to go for the cover. Referee out of position. Just a one though. Goldberg now back in control. Mazz in the ring over Angle.
Yeah, Goldberg's looking good now. He's starting to find a way to come back against Angle here.
Look at this. Look at the strength of Goldberg. Big suplex into the middle of the ring. As Lesnar tries to get a pin on again on Wyatt, but only gets a one. Oh my goodness, Lesnar. Oh, well, good tilt-a-will backbreaker by Wyatt on the outside. Disney, in this match, what would you do if you were in this match?
If I was in this match, I'll try hiding or pretending to be hurt or do something to avoid and last till the end.
Well, we'll find out.
Typical Disney, want to hide under the mat.
That's true. And look at this. No, Wyatt reversing Brock Lesnar, taking him face first. As Angle, trying to go for the three amigos here, hits the third one perfectly. Goldberg could be in a lot of trouble here. Into the cover as the referee pins. And the referee's still down. And he got him.
I think it was interesting how the two Titans were down at the same time.
That is, well, I thought Wyatt pinned Lesnar.
Got a little confused there. I mean, it can happen here in a fatal four-way matchup.
Well, we're down to three men. Goldberg taking Wyatt out wide just again, only with a one. And Lesnar, look at this, Goldberg now. I knew he was going to turn his attention to Wyatt after what happened last week. Kurt Angle probably doing the right best thing here and letting these two slug it out.
Yeah, Kurt's just standing there regaining his energy.
And look at this. The armbar is locked in, but Wyatt managing to get out of it just in the end here. Now Angle trying to take advantage. Big backbreak on Bray Wyatt. Lesnar, Angle into the cover. And oh no, 2 and a bit. I thought that was it for Wyatt, surely.
It seems Goldberg and Angle are looking to try and take Wyatt out of this matchup.
And look at this. Oh, nice takeover. Oh wow, look at the strength. Big slam by Goldberg. What it would mean to take out Wyatt here. Into the cover, no hook of the leg. Got him! We're down to 2.
Will the Olympic gold medalists go on, or will Bruce's nephew Goldberg make it into the number one contenders match of the Royal Rumble?
We will find out as Goldberg setting Angle up. Here it comes. Down he goes. Is that enough? Goldberg, cover. 3, no, 2 3/4, so close.
I'm sure MVP is kind of worried who's he's going to have to face out of these two.
And look at this, an abdominal stretch. Can Goldberg make Kurt Angle tap out here? Goldberg surely thought he had it won. Somehow, Angle staying alive in this one.
Angle just needs to hold on like he did in the beginning when he was dominating Goldberg.
But it looks like Angle is really just fading here. Goldberg, I think, is also losing energy though. You can see he hasn't got it really gripped that tightly. Nice takeover though, Angle out of it. Oh, and Angle going for the 3 again. Yes, there's 1. There's 2. Can he hit the 3rd? Yes, he can. Can that be enough to put Goldberg away? 3 times on the back of his head. Angle picks up the win and is going to the Royal Rumble.
Big win for Kurt Angle. We'll have to see how he can match up against MVP.
Big win for Kurt Angle in the main event. And Kurt Angle is now the number 1 contender for the NSW title.
It's going to be a great matchup between the Olympic champion and the so-called MVP player of NSW Smackdown.
Yeah, 10 nights in we are away from Kurt Angle's shot at becoming the NSW champion. Congratulations to Kurt Angle.
Yeah, maybe Goldberg will get a chance in the Royal Rumble.
And here they are to end the show. MVP stand down Kurt Angle. I cannot wait for that match in 10 nights at the Rumble. What a SmackDown, guys. We have found so much out tonight. Of course, we've still got one more show before the Rumble. And until then, of course, Disney, say goodbye to the fans.
See you, fans.
Mazz, Freeway, you can say goodbye to the fans.
See you next time, fans.
And that is it from myself, Dave Easton, and everyone here on Smackdown. Thanks for watching. We'll see you for NXT.